Did the Robins show Burnley too much respect? Welcome back to Where Robins Walk, episode 35, and lots to discuss this week, including that inept performance at Turf Moor. We're also talking about the Fair Play League and Club versus Country. Who gets your vote? We've got our full panel back with us, and Sam, Ben, and Liam. Thank you, of course, for joining us. And do drop us a like and subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Welcome. Good to have proper football back, Liam, though. Let's start there, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I found myself kicking the floor, kicking dust around in the garden last week, thinking, what the hell am I going to do? It's good to have club football back.
All right. Right, let's talk about that result then against Burnley. First of all, free kick for you, Sam, or not?
No, never. I do believe Max should have done a little bit better with saving it, but it's one of them, isn't it? It was tough.
Okay. Now, the overall performance, Ben, is coming for a lot of criticism. What were your views on it?
I think probably gave them a little bit too much respect overall. I mean, they were all over us really all game. It could have been 4 or 5 by half time. And, we looked how we played at Sheffield United the other week. I think Burnley are maybe a slightly stronger side, but they're they're pretty equal. So, and we went toe to toe with them, and we definitely deserved what we got. But whereas yesterday we just weren't quite the same intensity. We gave them a little bit too much respect, and we lacked a lot of quality on the ball, I think.
Opportunity missed, Liam. Is it for you? There was a big gulf between you and Burnley. Yeah. Was it like playing a Premier League side? Do you think?
Yes and no. I mean, I don't think they've changed much their squad from the Premier League, but they weren't that great in the Premier League last year. So, in respect to the players they've got, yes, they played in the Premier League, but like Ben just said, we just didn't lay a glove on them. I think we were maybe a yard or two off the pace. Just didn't seem to get things going at all. Couldn't get out of our box half the time. Camped in quite a lot. And like Ben said, by half time they could have been 3 or 4 up. But I will say, I don't agree with Sam's take that Max should be doing better on that. It was a good free kick. If Scott Twine had done it, we'd all be saying it was a fantastic free kick and no keeper's getting near it. So for me, it's a great goal, but very, very soft free kick to be given. But then you get them. The player's always told to go down when he feels contact. You get him. He bought it well. So
yeah,
it's one of them, unfortunately.
Let's have a look at some tweets from the game. These are from some of the better ones from the weekend. Darren here says not a massive amount of damage done this weekend, with only Middlesbrough winning, but that brings them right back into it. I mean, it's fair to say, isn't it, Sam, that when you look at the results, Coventry losing, West Brom losing, Watford not picking up maximum points, it wasn't too bad of a weekend, given that it was a free hit for you.
Yeah, definitely. If we're going to lose, that's what we want, results to go our way. And it helped us this week, 100%, with all the teams above us dropping points.
Yeah. But we're staying with you, Sam. This one from Deborah underneath here that says the free kick should never have been given. But she said the team showed no passion, no attack, stayed off the ball, played the ball around, zigzagging too much instead of trying to play forward. Some of them look sluggish. Playoffs will be lucky. Do you agree with that? On that performance,
they were off the ball. But there was not much passion in the side, to be fair, yesterday. And it was disappointing. Like as Ben said, away to Sheffield United, we played so well. I was hoping to take a bit of that form there, but it just didn't happen.
I think we just lacked quality on the ball. Like we were putting in some last-ditch blocks and everything, and we're defending. I thought we defended fairly resolutely in terms of last minutes. Just on the ball, we're just dreadful. We haven't been like that recently, so
it says a lot that our only shot on target came in the 90th minute. It says it all. And when Hirakawa had it, Trafford saved it. The ref blew for full time. So it says it all, really, doesn't it? Yeah. I think at this stage of the season, momentum is a massive thing, and I think the international breaks come at the wrong time.
Yeah,
I think those 2 weeks off has killed our momentum.
Yeah. All right, let's have a couple more. Sam says, one of the worst performances all season. 1-0 down, and we didn't even try and go forwards. I didn't expect anything from the game, but I wanted a decent performance. Should have lost about 5-0 if they knew how to finish. Let's hope that's the only bad game we have. Liam, is that right? One of the worst performances all season? I mean, you had some stinkers.
I wouldn't go as far to say that. I mean, you just got to look at the results. Pompey, Derby. Again, like you alluded to it, golfing class maybe a little bit, but I wouldn't say it was one of our worst performances. I just think we were just a bit off the pace, unfortunately.
Yeah. This one from Ol here, Ben, says, Ol says, sure, there's two levels. Can't moan about the performance, but Manning, stop taking off your most creative players for Earthy and Bell and a few others that said that. What's your take on that?
I don't really know what to think about that, because a couple of weeks ago, all the fans were kind of applauding Earthy, saying how much they loved him and everything. And then, a couple of weeks later, kind of going on him. So it shows to me how two-faced some of the fans are. Obviously, everyone's had the argument of Sam Bell, but he created the chance at the end and he's going to offer something different. So I think it's a bit boring and repetitive, getting annoyed at bringing them off, really.
I think the problem we're seeing at the moment, I don't think you can play Twine and Mahmeti in the same team. I think it stifles the creativity we possibly can have elsewhere on the pitch. So I think that's becoming a bit of a problem for me personally. I just don't see it working with those two as two number 10s.
Sam?
Yeah, I agree with Liam. When Mometi and Twine play together, they don't click. There's just something not right between the two of them.
There's no cohesion, is there? The problem you've got is you've got Mometi who wants to drift out wide to cut inside, but then you've got Scott Twine who wants to almost do the same thing, so they're almost playing each other's spaces. You can't have that. For me, I'd rather see just one as a 10 and play two wingers.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's when we play our better football in that style as well, to be fair.
But then doing that, you take away the wing-back possibility of the Sykes and the Roberts, or the Sykes and Prem, whoever's playing wing-back. That completely alludes to what Manning likes us to do. So if you're going to go down that route and just playing one or the other with Twine and Mahmeti and changing to go wingers, you're changing the formation completely, and he just isn't going to do it.
Okay. 7 to go now then. Watford next this weekend, who don't travel very well away from home. Ben, in fact, the last 3 away games they've lost all 3, so they drew at Sunderland. Sorry, but other than that, this fixture and the West Brom one is going to make or break the season.
I think to a certain degree. I think if we don't get anything from it, then yeah. But I think they're both very important games. Obviously, the West Brom game is the important match, but Watford as well are going to be difficult, I think. And I believe this weekend as well, I think it's West Brom Sunderland, and Coventry and Borough both have big games around them as well. So it's going to be a huge weekend. But we have Watford, obviously. And yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game. But if we can get, obviously, ideally 6 points. But I think we could take, 4 points keeps us in the hunt from the next 2 games.
We can't moan, can we? Well, I know you will, but at this stage of the season, guys, with 7 to go, to say that you are still there in the hunt, it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice to actually get to this stage of the season where our season isn't finished. We've still got something to play for. Normally, we get to these last games and we're not going down, we're not going up, and you think, why am I even bothering going to the games at the moment, wasting my money? But we still do. But it's nice to be in with a fighting chance at the minute.
Okay. Right, you've played Burnley, Sheffield United, and Leeds recently, as was previously discussed. Liam, for you, who's going up as champions?
I still think it's going to go down to the wire. Leeds are starting to do that Leeds thing where they're starting to slip up at vital times, giving away goals like they did twice yesterday. Both those goals Meslier could have saved easily, especially the first one just dropping it. I don't know.
Who impressed you the most when you've watched? Obviously, you've watched them, all 3 of them, in the last month or so.
Leeds are incredible going forwards, but I think they've got a mistake in them. Sheffield United have still got that dogged spirit where they will find a way to try and win games, and they do so. But then Burnley, what's that, 27 games unbeaten now, something silly like that. Momentum, I've said it before, momentum is a huge thing, and I think it's going to go right down to the last day, especially because it's a bit like the challenge for 5th and 6th. It's almost like no one wants it. But then if you look at the top 3, not one of them wants to take it by the scruff of the neck and, right, we're rubber stamping. This is our position. It's. I mean, Burnley and Leeds are on the same points, and they're 2 points on Sheffield United. So it's. I'd hate to. The one thing I would say, I'd hate to be a Sunderland fan because you can't catch them, and you're not going to fall out. So at 4th, you're not really. They're not going to be doing anything. So it's. But going up, I'm going to say it's going to stay as it is. I'm going to throw my neck on the line. I'm going to say it's staying as it is.
Okay. All right. We've been looking at the Fair Play League this week. There's some chatter we've seen recently. The Bristol City are too nice as a team. Need to put their foot in a bit more. Let's have a look at whether the data suggests that is true. Well, the top of the Fair Play League is Leeds, who I suppose unsurprisingly you would say don't concede many red cards or yellow cards, but there you are on 11th there, Sam. 3 red cards all season, 64 yellow cards, mid-table again.
Yeah, that's our favorite position. Our favorite position, 11th, isn't it?
Yeah. But where do you stand on the aggression in the side compared to what you've previously seen? Manning doesn't strike me as the sort of manager that likes an aggressive approach.
No, he seems to be like getting the ball down on the ground, play nice football. But then when Joe Williams is starting, there's going to be some hard tackles going in. Yeah,
I mean, Ben, does it surprise you that you are not higher in this, given some of the comments we've read about Bristol City being a little bit powder puff?
I don't think so. I kind of would expect us to be there, probably because we've got Joe Williams. So you just know. I mean, he's pretty much a guaranteed yellow every time he plays, and he's picked up a couple of reds here and there. So because we've probably got him, and we've got a few defenders that have got a late challenge in them, it doesn't surprise me we're in the middle.
Okay. To be fair, I was looking previously to some of our stats around the bookings. I mean, McNally leads the way with 6 bookings. But as a centre back, he's always going to pick up little unnecessary fouls, and then Scott Twine's right on him, which mostly I think is for dissent.
Yeah, for
he loves to throw himself to the ground and have an argument with the referee every game.
He loves it.
Any guesses for the dirtiest team? Obviously not on here, but
no, I was going to say Millwall, but they're there, aren't they?
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah, not dirty at all.
Plymouth.
It's Preston North End who you'll play in the last game of the season. Yeah, 5 red cards, followed by Portsmouth as well, which is surprising as well. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, right. Cheers for that one. To finish off, then this week we're talking about club and country, and we've asked you this before, but we'll just see if it changes with the international break. It always throws up the question: would you rather Bristol City be in the Premier League or England win the World Cup? So we'll go round and just double check and let us know what would you rather see, this England side win something in our lifetimes before we pop our clogs, or would you prefer to see Bristol City be promoted? Sam?
It'd have to be Bristol City. I watched England win Le Tournoi in '98, so that counts as some kind of trophy.
All right, okay. If you say so. Ben?
I think I'll go City in the Premier League. It's not the best. It's a pretty horrible question because you obviously want both, but I reckon, City in the Premier League for me.
Okay. Liam, 3 for 3?
Absolutely not for me. Although I would love to see City there, but I'd love to see England win the World Cup. If I could go back to a day in history, it would be 66 final. So for me, it'd be. Don't get me wrong. Love for City. Would love to see him there, but I would also love to see England win the World Cup.
Okay. Let us know what you think. Are you club or are you country? Thank you very much. We can't let you go this week without a little word on the gas because it's not looking good. You could be two leagues apart, couldn't you, by the time next season kicks off? Any sympathy at all, Liam?
So who we talk about? Irrelevant.
Okay.
Don't look that low
good.
down.
It's just
All
a
right.
shame that there's 4 worse teams in Rovers in that league at the moment. What's it, 6-point gap they got over the bottom 4? It's such a shame there ain't some better teams in there and they're going down.
They're doing their best to try and get there, though, aren't they?
No, absolutely they are. All right, thank you for joining us this week. Next week, obviously, we're talking about Watford. We're also getting these guys to think about the best goal of the season competition, because we're getting to the end where we need to start handing out some awards. So let us know in the comments what's the best goal you've seen this season, and we'll get some of those shouted out next week. Thank you, gentlemen. Enjoy the game against Watford, and it's good to have Championship football back. See you next week.